day 33 on the PCT. We're actually not on the PCT right now. We're taking an alternate route to Eagle Creek Falls. Right now we're just on the Eagle Creek Trail, passing some little waterfalls.
Tunnel Falls.
What?
Tunnel Falls.
Oh, Eagle Creek Trailhead leading to Tunnel Falls. But there's actually several waterfalls that we're passing. And then down below the gorge, there's a nice river running through. But this trail is actually really high up. At some parts it's very like cliffy and kind of scary. But it's good, it's fun. Excited to see Tunnel Falls, because that's kind of one of the iconic things that you see PCT hikers visit. This is Punch Bowl Falls. That's a big cookie. So this right here is Tunnel Falls.
So we're about 2 miles left on the alternate to reconnect with the actual PCT, and it's a pretty steep 2 miles. Has about like 1800 gain, I think. So there is another option to like go take an alternate off of the alternate to avoid the really steep climb. It still goes to the same place, but the climb would be over about 6 miles and actually a little bit more climb. But we decided to go with the shorter distance but steeper climb, so we'll see how it goes.
So we were gonna sit right here against these lovely poles for lunch. And then Joe realized there's freaking cars right there and tables. We just climbed into nowhere land and there's tables. So we checked out the picnic tables, but it was somebody's like campsite was set up. Looked like maybe a trail crew, because they had a bunch of tools. And the picnic table was in the sun, so we decided that the sign and the poles was the place to be. Hello, Karen. Karen, hello. So by 11:30 today, which is around when we took lunch, we had already climbed about 5,000 feet. For the rest of the day, we're going to try to do probably 11 more miles to camp. And I think that's only going to be like 1,300 climb remaining for the day. So really should be a nice half of the day. It's kind of funny, like if you told me at the start of the day, like, oh, you're going to climb 6,300 feet today, I would be like, oh my god, that's so much. But then when you get halfway through the day and you already complete a section and you're like, okay, that was 5,000. Now the remaining doesn't seem so bad when you like compartmentalize it, if that makes any sense. So yeah, it should be piece of cake. We're gonna fly to camp. That time of the day where we're like nearly at camp. Today's been fun. I really liked Tunnel Falls and Eagle Creek, even though the trail was really high up and a little bit sketchy just because there were big drops. But it was beautiful. Saw so many waterfalls, not just the big one. The water running down below was really beautiful. Kind of felt like we were in like a different I was gonna say, it kind of felt like we were in a different state or something, but we are. This is our first full day in Oregon, but I don't think this is what Oregon's gonna be like every day. I think that was actually quite a unique little gorge in the area. Let's see, we had a really big climb on the alternate that we took. We kind of had two choices on how we wanted to rejoin the PCT from the alternate, and we chose short and steep rather than long and steep. And that really wasn't too bad. Had lunch at the top of the climb, and then since then the trail's been very easy. Joe and I both have been listening to, I think Joe's been listening to music, I've been listening to podcasts, and it's been really fun. It is actually a nice way to pass the time, especially when the trail is as nice as it's been today. Currently we're walking past some loud power lines with an epic mountain in the background. Behold. It's just the usual scenery. I definitely don't take it for granted, but it's just beautiful everywhere. We will be camping right alongside a dirt road today. So usually power lines, there's roads near those, so I think we're really close. Can you hear that? It's like buzzing. Saw a couple snakes today. Little, just tiny little, I think it's called garter snakes. They just kind of lay on the trail and then you stomp your pole and they wiggle away. Saw pika again today. It's been a little while. Definitely have been hearing them. Anytime you hear a pika, you know that there's like a big boulder slide nearby because they live in the boulders. But we actually saw one today, so that was fun. They're so cute. In other animal sighting news, when we were leaving the McDonald's in Hood River, I saw a woman carrying a little yellow kitten, and I got to pet him, and his name was Juanito. It was so sweet, little Wally. Here's camp. The road I was talking about is right there. But there's some nice wooded spots here, and we have the first pick. It's like 6, what is it, 6 o'clock?
5:40.
5:40? I know that's early, but I still am always surprised that I think at almost all campsites, all but one, we've had the first pick of all the spots before anybody else showed up.